Okay, guys, let's go for the last game of the BO3 that opposes Downfall versus Naheulbeuk. Guys, this game is very important for the players because the winner of this game will go on the main event of the Back to the Sea organized by HAGTV. This is a tournament where we have mostly some aquatic water maps, but we also have some maps like this. The idea of the tournament is the summer arrives and then we go from the mountains to the water, to the sea, and this is why it's called the Back to the Sea, because the summer arrives. This is very, very nice. And we also did a tournament before with HAG that is called Back to the Mountain, so we come from the mountain to the sea. That's exactly the stuff. So don't hesitate to go and watch HAG, of course. If you're on Twitch, !HAG, and if you're on YouTube, this will be in the description. Don't hesitate to go and watch it. So we have Downfall that is playing in the teal color, the English, and Naheulbeuk that is playing in the green color, the Order of the Dragon. Let's go for the cast. Let's go. So this is very weird. Downfall didn't went for the boar at the beginning of the game, and I'm really surprised about this. Because when you have English on this map, this is why English is very strong, by the way. Okay, we go down. Okay, we waited to have 8 villagers in order to go. I don't know why. Because, yeah, you can go directly when you have 6 villagers. It's okay to do so. But, yeah, we waited to have 8. Maybe we didn't want it to be like... When you go directly, your opponent can maybe know that and use his scout in order to annoy you a little bit, pushing the deer close to his base. And if you go like right now, maybe it cannot happen. I don't really know, but it feels like if you go and take the boar, it's okay. It's okay. You have to take the boar because your opponent cannot counter you because you have archers. Well, archers. You have villagers that can fire arrows. So your opponent is attacking you with a knife, but you can just hit and run and win. So yeah, it feels like the English is an insane civilization on this map thanks to this, and also Lancaster can do that right now. He wait if OOTD open barracks. Maybe it's possible. Maybe, yeah. Yeah, it's a good suggestion, LGF. You're right. So we are currently on Twitch, guys. Don't hesitate to go and watch us on Twitch if you want. And yeah, this is a good idea, LGF. We use villagers here in order to kill the enemy villagers. Like, what the fuck? What are we doing, Downfall? Okay, we defend here with the villagers. Okay, we like killing stuff with villagers from Downfall side. We do the council hall. And here we do the chapel. It feels like OOTD is a good civilization also on this map because you can open stable and your it feels like your cavalry is very, very nice in order to deal with the English. And also you have the man-at-arms that are very strong. Yeah, we open man-at-arms. Exactly. I don't know if I would open... I think I would open, like, stable. Because you can deal with the archers and the villagers quite well. Compared to the man-at-arms that is very slow. It cannot kill any units. It can just make your opponent fall back. And then, if you stable, your opponent will directly go to the barracks in order to do spearmen. And if he does spearmen, then you do the barrack and do the man-at-arms. It feels better this way, but I'm not sure, and maybe Naheulbeuk will show me I'm wrong. But as you can see here, Downfall doesn't have any any barracks. And it feels like Downfall will go directly on the H3. He doesn't take a lot of wood at all. Man-at-Arms here from Naheulbeuk. And yeah, back to the sea, guys. This is a very great event. So here we are in the qualification phase. The winner qualifies. This is the 300 cash prize event. And yeah. Yeah, we will do some more. So don't hesitate to join us everywhere on Discord, on every platform. Here, I'm representing HAG on the official cast in English, but we also cast in French because we are a French association. And yeah, we will do some more stuff. Don't hesitate to join me also on Twitch, on YouTube and stuff. I will do a lot of different stuff also on AoE 4. And as you can see here, the Man-at-Arms cannot deal with the Archer because it moves the same speed, at the same speed. Okay, we forced the opponent from going back thanks to the Man-at-Arms. But still, we don't kill any villagers. And if we had like the stable, it would have been better, it feels like. Especially because he wants to go fast H3 and he will maybe Burgrave. And if you Burgrave, then why do you have a barracks? It's better to have the stable, no? I don't know. Thank you, Villager Rush, for the follow. Do you Villager Rush, really? We will have a white tower, it feels like, at the middle of the map. No, we have a second TC. Oh, why? What? A white tower inside the base, like this. I wasn't expecting this. It feels like you do the white tower in the center of the map in order to have the control of the sacred site, or you do the second TC in your base. But the white tower in defense in your base is quite weird. Burgrave here. And it feels like on this map, if you have the control of the middle, you have the sacred site, and then it's 100% win. Because, well, this is a 10-minute... you have to wait 10 minutes and then you win the game, because you only have one sacred site and then you can have the sacred site victory. So, yeah. Crossbows and knights. Very interesting. Monastery in order to have the relics. And we cannot put pressure here from Naheulbeuk because this is in English, and also because this is the white tower. Yeah, you cannot go there. White tower in the middle is not possible versus 2 or 3 Man-at-Arms, but second opinion it's better, second TC and protect gold. Yeah, of course. You cannot white tower in the middle of the map. You don't have any units and your opponent has some units. But I think I understand the white tower. I understand it because you can have directly some knights and take back the control of the map. And if you don't do that, as I talked about before, if you don't take the control of the map directly, then your opponent does. And if your opponent does take the control of the map in the middle, your problem is that it's very difficult to take it back. And if he does take the sacred site, then you have 10 minutes to take it back. So this is very important to have very fast some units in order to take the middle of the map, in my opinion. That's maybe why the white tower, because you can produce directly knights and take the control. Especially because you are against the Burgrave, and yeah. But yeah, it feels like the second TC could be cool too. But it's more on the... If you do that, you're playing more on the late game, and it's not how this map is played, it feels like. We are going to take some stone here, and we are going to do the Spring Gunnel's Bracement. And moreover, if you have the control of the middle of the map, you can also take the boar again. So this is very nice. Do we have some... Yeah, we don't have the wheelbarrow. Spearman. a lot of spearmen, more spearmen, and some spearmen to add to those spearmen. We also have light cavalry. Yeah, the first barracks is just... I don't understand that. This is useless right now because we have this. So we just spent 150 resources on the barracks. Light cavalry, but it's OOTD. It's a big cav. Yeah, exactly. It's a very, very great cavalry. Very good unit. It's pretty much the same as a heavy cavalry in terms of statistics, but also in terms of price. Yeah, it's the same price as a heavy cavalry for a normal civilization. 230, 424, 310, 0, 4, 18. Yeah, you do less damage, but you tank more. The archers, especially, but not the melee units. And you don't have as much damage on the charge, it feels like also. Yeah, you don't have charge damage. Okay, I thought it had special charge damage, but no. But this is the case on the heavy cavalry, so yeah. And it's faster also, yeah, Bleach. You're right. It is faster. Not if you use it with your scout, by the way, because if you do a formation of 2 units, it will automatically take the speed of the slowest unit. So if you put a scout with a light cavalry, then both of the units are gonna go with the movement speed of the slowest unit, which is the scout, so 172. Very well done with the outpost, I have to say. This is a very good play, I think, for Downfall. Like, you have 2 outposts that are protecting the sacred site. And also what is very interesting with the White Tower, by the way, is you can produce some siege units directly from the White Tower without having to build a siege workshop. So if your opponent take the control of the middle of the map, don't worry, you can do some trebuchets directly from the White Tower. If he has a lot of spearmen, for example, you can do springles. If he has a lot of archers or crossbows, you can do mangonels. Yeah, this is cool. This is very, very cool. This is a very great building in order to take some timings. And to defend, of course. He doesn't produce any building production. He doesn't need to. He has a White Tower. You only need some building production, some production buildings in order to do your technologies. Like, for example, the veterans on your units. This is the only reason. You don't have any technologies on the blacksmith, but Naheulbeuk has some. The army value is quite the same, but we have sprinkle replacements. And that's why Naheulbeuk is behind. Because 6 minutes to go. We will try to take the deers here. Okay. Try to put some pressure here too. And yeah, the mobility on this map is not that strong. Because it's a small map. Because you just have to take the control of the middle. And that's also why English feels very, very strong on this map. Because it's very good at defending. The civilization has a lot of problems right now on this game. Because it doesn't really go out on the map. It's very difficult. You cannot deal with the pro scouts. And you are not that strong at the beginning of the game. But here you have so much resources next to your base. And you are so strong at defending that on this map it's very, very cool. And also the stuff with the boar at the beginning of the game I talked about is very, very cool. We don't want to do farms here from Naheulbeuk, so we are gonna take the deers. The berries here, do some outposts, and also we will have like the vision if the opponent takes will come and attack us, we will see it thanks to the outpost. First trebuchets, and yeah, we have like 3 outposts plus a keep. Maybe you, it feels like you want to take down the outpost first, but I'm not sure, because if you wait more, then you take the risk that this outpost can be fortified. But at the same time, if you attack the outpost, your opponent can just repair it with wood, comparing to the keep that your opponent has to repair it with some stone, and it costs like more. It's more difficult to repair stuff with stone than wood, of course, because it's more difficult to have stone. Especially because you don't have that much stone on your map. Like, when this stone is over, then he will not have any stone left. Yeah, he tries to take down the outpost still first. Okay, he managed to take down more trebuchets. Yeah, more trebuchets are coming. 3 minutes to go, 3 minutes and 40 seconds. We have a lot of army from Downfall side. And this is the same army value, but there are 3 trebuchets on the army of Naheulbeuk. And here we have just very good army from Downfall. We'll use our spearmen and man-at-arms, but a lot of crossbows. Yeah, this is not possible for Naheulbeuk. We don't have the good composition of army here. Like, a lot of archers would have been very strong, and it feels like Downfall went for the very, very good units here, because you see a Burgrave from your opponent, you do crossbows, you win. Because crossbows are countering all those units, especially the man-at-arms, but also the spearmen and also the Naheulbeuk. This is a very good unit against that. Then he saw the cavalry, he built some spearmen too. If you see the archers, you can produce, as I talked about before, the mangonels on your keep. And yeah, also the keep is not only a building in order to defend, but also a building that can produce, of course. So this is very cool from English side. Yeah, this is over. Naheulbeuk cannot deal with this army. This is not possible. Downfall, who goes for the veteran on the horseman. He will try also to do some light cavalry because he sees the archers of his opponent. So this is a very great play also from Downfall. Every time he sees a unit from Naheulbeuk side, he directly produces the counter of this unit. This is very well played from him. He doesn't wait that the opponent has too many of those units. He directly goes and build this unit. Yeah, this is over. Very well played. This game was very nice, very interesting one. I really like this map because it gives new stuff to the game. This is not conventional gameplay like every stuff that we see every time, like, okay, I'm gonna pro scout all the map and then just go fast H3 and then stuff like this. This is a really interesting map because you have to play differently from other maps. So this is very cool. Yeah, this is over. Naheulbeuk is eliminated from this tournament and Downfall goes directly to the main event of the Back to the Sea, organized by HAGTV. Guys, don't hesitate to go and watch them. Don't hesitate to subscribe and like this video if you like this. If you liked it, sorry. And yeah, see you in the next one. We're gonna catch another BO3. This will be Tracker versus Cosmos. And yeah, it will come very fast on YouTube and on Twitch. We're gonna go right now. See you in the next one. Bye.